Of course, tonight is going to be a fantastic Friday, like every other Friday here, of course, on TV47. And tonight we have a fantastic, ameingia tu sahi studio, I'm sure alikuwa ananyoa watu kwa biz pesa kwanza. Geometric Baba is here, of course, in studio, but Shamona Bade, he's just preparing. But of course, here we have the one and only Willice. Do you know today tumevaa red, Willice? I don't know, you can't see me, but I can see you. How are you doing?
That's a sweet coincidence, just like when we talk about that unique chemistry, Betty. I'm fine. How has your week been?
Well, Willice, I've been great. Of course, always looking forward to, of course, this Friday and our segment, which is Which. And Willice, today, tunaona kinyozi bomba hapa kwa studio. Sijui kama anaweza kukupiga hii kati yako. You know, also Willice, you have your signature look. Inakuanga hivi boxish.
I was definitely going to ask you about that, Betty, because, you know, when you talk about a great or a wonderful barber, then it reminds me about my hair. You know, my hair, as you've talked about it. You know, at some stage, somebody was asking me, is that hair or you have something like, you know, a small cap that you're using on the head? But I told that person, when it comes to shaving my hair, you have to be very patient and thorough.
Absolutely, Willice. Great. So to start us off tonight, Willice, do we say geometric? Because he calls himself Geometric Baba. So is it geometric or geometric? Also, do we say geometry or geometry? Which is which, Willice?
Betty, you say geo. That at the onset, that is at the beginning, we have that line yo. Geo, not jo. Because many people innocently say geometry, like in schools or in learning institutions, but we have that line geometry, not geometry. So geometric, not geometric.
Okay. Geometric it is. Yes. Got you. All right, Willice, let me now go straight to the list that we have tonight. This one is, this word, spontaneous. Is that the correct pronunciation to go about it, Willice? That one that we have on screen?
Oh, you simply say what you have said, Betty. That is spontaneous. Now, one thing about such words, and the English vocabulary for that matter, Betty, just get to know. It's better to know the sounds in words and not just merely accent. Accent does not automatically amount to correct pronunciation, but once you know how to pronounce a word, the way you said that one, it's simply spontaneous. Spontaneous. That is the way to go.
All right, Willice, got you. Thanks for that. Okay, now moving on to this other one. This one is a favorite, I think, here on the show and to our audience. Tenure, Willice. How do we go about tenure? Or what is the correct pronunciation?
Many people really like that word. You're right on that. Now, the problem is, when we don't have proper guidance, we end up guessing or using what we innocently hear around us. That is the problem with many non-native speakers of English, and it is not their making. So if we have good guidance, people would know. Many people end up saying tenure, tenor, tenure. No, you say tenure. Tenure. Simply tenure. Yes.
Tenure it is.
Tenure.
Thank you.
That is the way to pronounce that word.
All right, tenure, not tenure. Got you, Willice. Moving on to this other one. So do you say, okay, let me spell this one out. D-I-A-R-R-H-O-E-A. That one that we have on the screens, Willice. How do we pronounce it?
Oh, Betty, you'll agree with me that many people, you know, confidently talk of diarrhea. Diarrhea. That is not anywhere in English. You have dia, then ria, diarrhea, diarrhea, not diarrhea. Betty, such kind of mistakes or errors, they come just like somebody who wants to say I am, ends up saying I am so and so. I am. So I am, no. I am, yes. Diarrhea, no. Diarrhea, yes.
Okay. All right, got you, Willice. All right, let's go straight to the... Oh, by the way, Willis, before we move on from the, now that you've taught us about that one, there's also this illness. People know it as kwashiorkor. I know you've tackled it before, but would you just, you know, do it again for us? It's also normally a very big surprise.
Betty, when I pronounce that word, many people wonder, is that the way really? But when they check the spelling, I remember about 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, somebody sent that word to me and asked me, why do we say kwashiorkor? When I check the spelling of this word, we have shio, not sho, not sha. So it is shioko, or you don't say kwai, you say kwa, and you can also say kwo. Kwashiorkor or kwashiorkor. What we should avoid is kwashiorkor. Locally, we find ourselves saying kwashiorkor.
Yeah.
But that should not be used in serious communication when you are talking about standard or near standard English.
All right, Willie, thank you for that. You've heard it.
Yes.
Interesting, that one it is. All right, let's move on to the list that you have from our audience, Willis, tonight.
Yes, I'll handle the ones that I have decided to pick. Those whose words may not be tackled tonight, please, we'll do it the TV47 way. Always taking care of everyone. Dixon Nyaga, you say draft, not drought. Drought for ukame or kiangazi is drought. But for your word, you say draft, draft. Just like that game, draft. Then it's like D-R-A-F-T, draft. Your second word, almond, almond. Very tricky. You don't say almond from the spelling, you say almond. That L is silent, then the O takes the weak sound almond. Then we have Titus Bravo. You say legacy, legacy, not legacy. Legacy, common but wrong. Legacy, yes. Swale mchafuo, you say trigraph. And swale trigraph is a combination of 3 letters representing one sound. When you have letters like S, C, and H, and then you pronounce them or you give them sounding sh, like in schedule, schedule, sure. Now that one, we have 3 letters representing one sound. So you call it a trigraph, technically. Masingeri, you say one. Past tense of win is one, not one. This word, Betty, is really disturbing many people's, peace or minds. W-O-N, you say one. They won the match. So-and-so won the contest, not won, that we hear so often. Now, the other word, for you, Jerry, you say gown. Gown, an academic gown, not gone. Gone from go is G-O-N-E, but G-O-W-N, you say a gown, gown. Barack Senior Gideon, you say Tuesday, Tuesday. That is the standard British English, sounding. Tuesday. Many people would wish, that is regionally or dialectally, there are people who say Tuesday, Tuesday, or Tuesday. Please avoid that. In standard English, just say Tuesday. Tuesday. Then we have Anita Denje. You say eulogize, to eulogize, not eulogize. You also say eulogy, not eulogy. Then we have Chet Gift Ojwang, and Fidel Castro. The first word, you say laboratory, laboratory, not laboratory. Laboratory, common but wrong. In standard English, avoid saying laboratory. You say laboratory. Your second word, you say gesture, gesture. Then we have Lona M. Simiu. The past tense of draw is drew, drew. They drew one all or one, not they drew. Then grew, not grew. We grew together, not we grew together. If you say grew or drew, please just avoid using such soundings in standard English. Then we have Honorable Maurice Opio. Betty, I have a word here that is for a car. Peugeot, Peugeot, tricky. Avoid saying Peugeot. Many people innocently say Peugeot. I have bought a Peugeot, but that is not in English or even in French. You say Peugeot, though some people can say Peugeot or Peugeot, but Peugeot, no. Just avoid that. Otherwise, Betty, we have this word for those who are trying their tongues tonight. Now, from the word angel, angel, please don't say angelic. Angelic, avoid that. You say angelic, angelic beauty. You know, that great beauty like the one that our good sisters like Betty Kialo and so many other ladies in this country, you can talk of them as having that angelic beauty, not angelic. Then we have these two words. They are not homophones, dear viewers. These two words, for those who teach English, don't call these ones homophones. Homophones are words which have different spellings and meanings, but they are pronounced exactly the same way. So the first word, you say a suit. Suit, you can also say suit. Suit or suit for the first one. The second one, sweet. Sweet, not suit. So they are not homophones. We'll always help you about such words which are confusing only on TV47. Otherwise, our surprise word for tonight is right here. Dear viewers, just be honest with that friend of yours near you at home or wherever you are. Do you agree with me that you may have said chef at some stage in your life? Chef or chief chef. That word is not chef. It's from French. You say chef, a chief chef, not chef that we may say very confidently. Otherwise, if you have any word throughout the week, just send it in. You can use at Willice Ochieng 1 on X. At Willice Ochieng 1, you can also use at Betty M. Kialo, or you just use at TV47 News. And it is about standard English pronunciations or near standard English pronunciations, which help you to deliver intended messages very clearly. But remember, nobody can be perfect in this world. For that, I take you back to Nairobi. I'm Willice Ochieng.
All right. Willice Ochieng there. Thank you so much, of course. Always a pleasure hearing you, teaching us those pronunciations. I like them. Lakini kwa shoka. I think is my favorite for the night, Willice, but appreciating you, of course, is joining us all the way from Kisii County. And remember, like he's mentioned, you can always reach him at Willice Ochieng 1. That is his handle. Mnaweza ongea huko, muulize maswali zote, and he's going to be able to answer. All right, so from Willice, of course, you know Fridays.